Hey guys, welcome back to Amanda's Favorites, where I have new videos for you every Tuesday. And I have my shorts videos coming out at all different times of the week. So if you want to be notified of those, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell. I also give an extra monthly video to my patrons or Zoom call if you're interested in supporting me over there. That link is down in the description. Today I have a special guest with me, which is very rare. I pretty much never have someone recording with me, except for when my sister has been in town. I have my son, Pierce, here.
Hey.
He is 17 years old. He turns 18 in September. He just finished his last year of high school, but he finished it a year early after he started homeschooling his sophomore year. And so he finished up his last 3 years of high school in 2 years. And part of how he was so productive to be able to do that was his planning system. And so we're going to go over all the choices of ERIN CONDREN notebooks later. That's why I have those laid out here. But we're going to talk about his planning system first, and I am actually going to let him talk.
All right. So the main part of my planning system, and bear with me because I'm not as used to recording as my mom is, so the main part of my planning system is a ERIN CONDREN notebook.
And he has filled up many of these.
Many notebooks. And I've actually gotten to the point where I can go back, and since I have a reflection journaling kind of section in my notebook as part of my planning, I've actually begun to go back every day and read a little bit of what happened last year on today. And so it's been exciting to be able to start doing that.
So, Pierce, tell us why you prefer a notebook. When he came home to homeschool, pretty much right away, he said to me, here, I'm kind of far from the mic. He said to me, I need some type of a planner.
Yeah.
And he came to my office and you looked through every planner, pretty much.
Yeah, we had a good look through them, but the reason that I picked a notebook was because I didn't find a planner that really gave me what I wanted to do, and I was inspired to start planning by someone that I saw bullet journaling, and I thought I just really want the freedom to be able to do what I want to. And am I in frame? Yep, okay.
You're perfect.
Great. So I get to plan out exactly how I want to plan out my day. I like time blocking, as you can see. So this is my day that I've just planned out for tomorrow.
He does this every single night, and then he does reflection journaling
for the previous day. But I haven't written mine out for today yet.
Because he does that like right before bed.
Yeah. I've actually planned this earlier so that we could do this video.
Yeah, he went and did his time blocking a little bit earlier. He'd usually do it a little bit later.
But I really like time blocking because it lets me be very intentional about how I use my time on my day, and it takes the effort out of using my time purposefully. And if I didn't, then I feel like I would just kind of get swept along by the wind and end up wasting a lot of time that's obviously very precious in our day. And the thing that got me to homeschool is a video that you sent me about how our time is so precious, and something just clicked in me, and I realized how much time that I was personally wasting in public school, and how much that I could get done better in homeschool. And I guess that's why I like time blocking now.
We're not saying anything against public school.
No, it just wasn't working for me personally.
Exactly.
And in our area as well.
Right when you came home to homeschool, and yes, this is just Pierce naturally. This is not me even prompting him. He just jumped right in, like I said, wanted to look for a planner. He knew that the homeschooling, you could not just waste all your time in your day, and he wanted to use it wisely. And he uses his time more wisely than any other 17-year-old I know, even more wisely than myself most days probably, if I'm being honest. So he does this every night, and then his reflection journaling, like I said. And this has all been his own idea. It's not been things he's talked to me about. I have not given him ideas about that. He's nodding his head no. It has not come from me, right?
No, it hasn't. And I actually didn't start out in one of these notebooks. My first couple were a lot more cramped.
They were an ERIN CONDREN Focus. They don't sell them anymore. It was a focused black hardcover notebook.
It was much smaller, like thinner profile.
That was probably even smaller. It was smaller than an A5 page, but it was a focused notebook they used to make. They don't make anymore. But he switched out of that before they even stopped making them, I think.
Yeah.
After a little while, he figured, like, this page is too small.
I need more room. At first, it started just, like, jotting down tasks for my day, and it's gradually evolved with my needs, and also as I've realized how I can do things better, it's gradually evolved to this point, but this hasn't always been the point that I use it. I've got, like, a pretty good system going now, though.
Right. Well, just like all our planning, it evolves over time based on what we need. And so we'll go through all the different notebooks she offers for people. And I myself have planned daily in a notebook a lot before, off and on in my life, for my daily planning. And you guys know, if you have been here for any amount of time, right now my daily planner is this little Becky Higgins notebook. And I talked a lot about these in different quarterly planning update videos. I obviously love the same thing that Pierce loves about a notebook. I love to have complete freedom of the page. And also, Pierce doesn't really have this issue, but be able to start over my page if my day gets too messy or out of control. And so we have kind of the same thinking along those lines, but I just like this little notebook. I will link it down in the description. I do not have any affiliate link or discount for Becky Higgins notebooks. I just love them. And I've talked extensively about why. The ERIN CONDREN are just a little bit bigger than what I need right now, but I've used them in the past. This fits right next to my computer perfectly. So for my spot, it is just perfect. I can't wait for ERIN CONDREN to come out with some A5 notebooks with the same options that they have in the coiled.
And obviously you can see that both my mom and I are both functional planners at heart, because you don't see any glam here. Typically I do rotate colors, so like I'll plan with one color and then I'll mark with another color as I check off things throughout my day and write things and reflect. But typically I rotate through the months. Like you can see over here, I used green and blue, but I'm just trying to use up certain colors of pens that I haven't used as much, like black, because I like colorful stuff, but right now I'm using up black. And I only write with friction pens.
Yeah, I was going to say, talk about that.
Because I like to be able to, well, first of all, if I'm planning something in my day and I mess up and then I need to erase it, and I can just, I can just erase it. And
wait, do you use the 0.5 or 0.7?
I use the
this
smaller
is 05.
one.
You use 05 too. But he likes the colorful packs.
Yes.
Like he said, he likes to write in color.
Mm-hmm. And that's how I take notes as well. I take notes best in color. It's like, and that's how I read books too. I highlight all over the page. I'm very color oriented.
Yes. And you can see some of the books he's highlighted in. And actually, he puts a book up on his Instagram every time he finishes it. And he does a big book review at the end of the year. I will tag his Instagram down in the description if you want to check him out. Do you want to share, although he probably won't be active on his Instagram past the fall.
In a couple months.
Right. So join us now.
Yeah, join us now. So he
will be leaving on a new endeavor, and we'll talk about that on our channel.
Yeah.
Later
but
on.
Not in this video, though.
No.
This video is about my planning. So
yes.
This is a habit tracker from ERIN CONDREN that I also like using. And so obviously I'm using it to track my habits and to try to break some bad ones.
Too now.
And so, yeah, they've just got the habit line and then the days of the week, which I really like.
It's a really good, simple
habit
tracker. It definitely
is. And I've also used it for priorities and junk to clean out, so kind of like less of, more of, and then just a general week view. I tried using like a weekly layout or little something. It was like horizontal, but I just didn't like that it took up so much room, and I really don't need a whole lot of room, especially when I don't have a packed week like this. I just have general daily tasks that I want to remember on the side.
And if you're doing anything
And if I'm doing
specific.
anything, but this week is pretty open. This last week wasn't like quite so empty, but so this is just the new week that I've got.
And I just want to say, I don't know how I got this child, so don't ask me, and it's really just a blessing. He came down like this, a good soul that wants to do good with his life and plan.
And I must say that
I love his, I just don't think there's many 17-year-olds that think every week, what are my priorities and what is the junk to clean out of my life? I absolutely love that. And I think it is just such a good practice for anyone, like something that I should even be doing. And even those small habits that we want to keep in check, just seeing how we're doing over time is good. I don't think it's good to tear ourselves down if we're not doing good on them, and he's shaking his head no.
But it's best that we make mistakes and that we recognize that so that we can learn from them. Because a lot of times, failure is our best teacher.
Very good. And also, I always say something that like Gretchen Rubin said, like we can't monitor what we don't measure. And so like we have to be like measuring ourselves on habits, because if we don't know what we're doing, we can't be monitoring anything. We can't be getting better. Mm-hmm. Okay, did you have anything else to add in before we run through the notebooks? I like the silver coil the best, and I don't think it makes sense to choose any other coil because it's extra money and also it looks the best. It's $10.
No one can argue with that.
Yeah, so Pierce always picks the silver coil on his notebooks, and he has no clue why
they're giving you the best one for free. Come on, people.
I think they're only $16 for these notebooks. Pierce always picks the lined. Mm-hmm. He never uses the perforated option to tear out pages. Although it sometimes
is more if you've got a metallic cover.
Yes, if you pick a metallic cover, it does add $5 more. But this was one of those throwback covers that you got from the vault. And that was really fun.
I saw it when you got it, and I'm like, I want that one.
Yes, and it's not available anymore. Sorry, guys. I hope they will bring back old covers from the vault more. I think that's a really fun thing.
Really good idea.
So other notebook options they have that I want to mention before we wrap up this video. You can get the lined pages like Pierce has. You can get dot grid. If you get dot grid, you're going to get the Erin Condren flag in the corner. And it's a pretty spacious dot grid. I'm sure they have the spacing on the website. And the flags rotate between colors. Although that is your dot grid.
You do get the thing up in the corner if
the
you
Erin
buy the
Condren
lines.
logo. So yes, the line.
So you're going to get something in the corner.
Is dark gray lines, but only on the right corner, the Erin Condren logo. The dot grid, you have a flag in each side.
I see.
And it is different colored. Flipping through it. Each notebook. Yeah, you guys, we might have to turn up the volume here. I'm away from my mic because Pierce is right in front of it. Each notebook always comes with a sheet of label stickers, which Pierce does not use. I don't usually use in my notebooks. I used to use these in my planner a lot, but I've more so just started writing and highlighting. The color of them, I think, is based on which notebook layout you order. It's weird. Let me see what this one is. This one came with the light colors. I can't think of what that would be called, but the graph grid is a little bit darker graph grid, but all the pages in every notebook are perforated. Every notebook is the same price if you get the silver coil and non-metallic color. I will put that pricing here on the screen in case I got the $16 wrong. You have the productivity option, which is a really interesting option. It's a lined page with a 2/3 of a lined page and 1/3 of a tick off list with color on every single page rotating through colors throughout the whole book. So that is their productivity option. And then we've already gone over the lined option, so we won't show that. I will show how you can get a vegan leather cover. That's another option they add now. This is a rose gold coil. You saw a gold coil down there. They also offer the black coil in notebooks. This is one of my favorite. I, for some reason, am just really attracted to the blank page now.
Whereas I need lines because I have terrible handwriting.
Yeah, my handwriting's not great either, but after using Planner Perfect with blank pages, sometimes I just like blank pages. Like I want to just have that blank. And so they have a sketchbook option, which is also really good for kids. They also have a big, I think this is a full 8.5 by 11 page option. Yeah. So it's a full size option if you are in school and taking notes. And this one just happened to be dot grid. I don't typically buy this size. I bought it just to be able to share. I've never actually used one this size myself because I really prefer the 7 by 9 size. But as you can tell, I have talked about this in some of my other videos as Erin Condren notebooks being one of the best bargains because you get 80-pound paper, you get all these choices, $16 for the base, model, if you want to say, with the best coil color, according to Pierce. All these choices. I don't know anywhere else you can buy a notebook for that price with 80-pound paper, and you also can get a personalized cover. I mean, it's one of Erin Condren's top 5 products for me, for sure. It's probably in the top 3.
It's just so versatile.
It is. It really is. If you are new to Erin Condren, I have a $5 off coupon link down below. If you sign up for an account with her through that link, they will automatically send you off. Oh, did I say 5? I meant $10. I don't know what I said. $10 off your first Erin Condren order. That's actually how I got started with Erin Condren. I used somebody's $10 off link. I don't even know who. And my very first product that I ever ordered from ERIN CONDREN was actually a notebook because I just wanted to try out the feel of her covers, her coil, her paper. It's a great way to try out the feel because it's the same paper that's in the Life Planner without spending the money on the Life Planner. So that link is down below. It's only if it is your first time purchasing and you have not signed up for an account with your email yet. And then I am an affiliate with ERIN CONDREN, so any purchases you make throughout the entire year with ERIN CONDREN, if my videos have ever helped you, I would appreciate if you think about going through my affiliate link. That gives me credit for your sale, and I also make a small percentage of your sale, and that's what keeps my channel going.
Let me say something. It really means a lot if you guys use my mom's affiliate link. Like, you have no idea. So just go bookmark that link. So whenever you go to ERIN CONDREN, you are supporting someone. And if you support someone, even if it's not my mom, that is a lot better than supporting anyone. But support my mom because she's the best.
You guys, I did not discuss this with him before. I did not put him up to sharing that. Yes, thank you so much. It's really the way my channel keeps going is through affiliate links because that is the way they send me product to review. Showing them how many people I bring to them is how I get the box of the product, but I also make a small percentage of the sale, which helps cover me for all the time that I put into my channel. Thanks for staying with us during this really different, more casual video today. I feel like I've felt kind of weird and jumbled because I have someone else sitting here with me, which is not normal, and I'm usually 100% focused on the video. Let me know what you think about ERIN CONDREN notebooks, if you've used them, what you think about them, and chime in down below in the comments. All right, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of others. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.